Hypatia of Alexandria, the mathematician and astronomer who challenged the Patriarchy. Hypatia of Alexandria was a renowned philosopher, mathematician, and astronomer who lived in the 4th and 5th centuries AD. She was the daughter of Theon, a mathematician and philosopher in his own right, who introduced Hypatia to the academic life at a young age. Her father oversaw the Library of Alexandria, and Hypatia grew up in an environment where scholars from all over the Mediterranean came to study. Hypatia was a well-known and respected scholar in her own right, and she quickly gained a reputation for her intellect and her teaching ability. She was known to have taught both pagans and Christians, and she was widely admired for her impartiality and her ability to mediate between the two groups. Despite her accomplishments, Hypatia faced many challenges as a female scholar in a male-dominated field. Women were not generally allowed to attend universities, and it was unusual for a woman to be recognized as a philosopher or mathematician. However, Hypatia persisted, and her achievements inspired many women who followed in her footsteps. Hypatia's contributions to mathematics and astronomy were significant, although she was not an innovator in the strictest sense. She was more of a commentator and a teacher, and she is now known to have edited the existing text of Book 3 of Ptolemy Almagest. Her contribution was an improved method for the long division algorithms needed for astronomical computation. The Ptolemaic model of the universe was geocentric, meaning it taught that the Sun revolved around the Earth. In the Almagest, Ptolemy proposed a division problem for calculating the number of degrees swept out by the Sun in a single day as it orbits the Earth. In his early commentary, Theon had tried to improve upon Ptolemy division calculation. In the text edited by Hypatia, a tabular method is detailed. This tabular method might be the astronomical table, which historic sources attribute to Hypatia. Hypatia was also an expert in philosophy, and she is now remembered as one of the last great Neoplatonists. She was known to have written on a wide variety of topics, although no independent works on philosophy have been found. Scholars preserved classical mathematical works and commented on them to develop their arguments, rather than publishing original works. It has also been suggested that the closure of the Mausoleum and the destruction of the Serapeum may have led Hypatia and her father to focus their efforts on preserving seminal mathematical books and making them accessible to their students. Hypatia wrote in Greek, which was the language spoken by most educated people in the Eastern Mediterranean at the time. Despite her immense contributions to philosophy and mathematics, Hypatia was not without her detractors. Some historians have suggested that her influence over her students was seen as a threat to the established order of the time, particularly to the Christian Church. The fact that she was a pagan in a predominantly Christian society may have also contributed to her eventual downfall. In addition to her work as a teacher and scholar, Hypatia was known for her beauty and charm. She was said to have been a charismatic figure who inspired admiration and devotion in her students and colleagues. This reputation may have also contributed to her untimely death, as some have suggested that she was the victim of a jealous lover or a rival scholar. Despite the controversy surrounding her life and death, Hypatia remains a beloved and respected figure in the history of philosophy and mathematics. Her legacy has inspired countless scholars and students throughout the centuries, and her story continues to be told and retold to this day. In recent years, there has been renewed interest in Hypatia and her contributions to the fields of philosophy and mathematics. Scholars have continued to study her writings and teachings, as well as the historical context in which she lived and worked. Some have even suggested that Hypatia may have been the first female mathematician to make significant contributions to the field. Regardless of the specifics of her life and work, one thing is clear. Hypatia was a trailblazer who paved the way for future generations of women in academia. Her dedication to the pursuit of knowledge and her unwavering commitment to her beliefs continue to serve as an inspiration to us all. Hypatia's death was a tragic event that sent shockwaves throughout the empire. For centuries, philosophers had been seen as effectively untouchable during the displays of public violence that sometimes occurred in Roman cities. The murder of a female philosopher at the hand of a mob was seen as profoundly dangerous and destabilizing. Although no concrete evidence was ever discovered definitively linking Cyril to the murder of Hypatia, it was widely believed that he had ordered it. Cyril was a patriarch of Alexandria who lived in the 4th and 5th centuries CE. He was a powerful figure in the early Christian church and was known for his theological writings and his role in the Christological controversies of his time. Cyril is also known for his conflict with Hypatia, a prominent philosopher and teacher in Alexandria. Even if Cyril had not directly ordered the murder himself, his smear campaign against Hypatia had inspired it. The Alexandrian Council was alarmed at Cyril's conduct and sent an embassy to Constantinople. The advisors of Theodosius II launched an investigation to determine Cyril's role in the murder. The Parabolani were a group of men who were associated with the Christian church in Alexandria during the time of Cyril. They were originally formed as a charitable organization that provided assistance to the sick and poor, but they also became involved in defending the church against its enemies. The Parabolani were known for their aggressive tactics and were sometimes used by Cyril as a means of suppressing dissent and enforcing his authority. During the time of Cyril and Hypatia, there was political and religious tension in Alexandria, and violence between Christians and pagans was not uncommon. The Parabolani were often involved in these conflicts and were known for their violent behavior. It is believed that they played a role in the murder of Hypatia, as they were known to have a hostile relationship with her and were likely encouraged by Cyril to take action against her. The investigation resulted in the emperors Honorius and Theodosius II issuing an edict in autumn of 416, which attempted to remove the Parabolani from Cyril. Hypatia's story is one of remarkable achievement and inspiration. Despite facing immense challenges and discrimination as a woman in a male-dominated field, she became a renowned scholar and teacher, making significant contributions to mathematics, astronomy, and philosophy. Hypatia's work as an editor and commentator on classical texts paved the way for future scholars and helped to preserve important mathematical and philosophical works. Her innovations in mathematical algorithms, such as the improved method for long division algorithms needed for astronomical computation, have had lasting impact on the field. Hypatia's life also serves as a powerful example of the importance of education and the pursuit of knowledge. Despite living in a society that did not value education for women, Hypatia was able to access learning and use it to break down barriers and achieve success. Her dedication to teaching also underscores the importance of passing on knowledge and inspiring future generations. Hypatia's legacy continues to inspire women and girls in STEM fields today. Her example of fearlessly pursuing her passions and breaking down barriers can motivate women to overcome obstacles and achieve their dreams. Additionally, her contributions to mathematics and astronomy demonstrate the importance of diversity and inclusion in these fields. Women, as well as other underrepresented groups, bring unique perspectives and ideas that can lead to breakthroughs in scientific research and discovery. Her story highlights the importance of recognizing and celebrating the achievements of women in these fields, and providing them with equal opportunities for education and advancement. Overall, Hypatia's life and work offer an important example of the power of education, perseverance, and dedication to advancing knowledge. She remains a source of inspiration for all who seek to break down barriers and pursue their passions, and a reminder of the importance of diversity and inclusion in the pursuit of scientific discovery. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe this channel for more Man in History.